Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Sinan from Sinbad Paints. Today we are painting UGOK, Special Action Force Fighter from Popsicle's Miniatures. I got that mini and its squad by being a member of Popsicle Miniatures Patreon. Alright, as always my workbench is ready with a wide range of paints and different brushes with different sizes. First step, let's start with the skin color. As base coat, I'm using Orc Flesh from Citadel Contrast Paints. As I have already primed the model with a black undercoat, which followed by a light white Zenithal spray, contrast paints help deeply to cover it smoothly. For this, I'm using my size 1 brush. As base color for his handguns, I'm using black from AK Interactive. With the same black color, I'm painting his glasses frames. Next, I will be painting his gloves, and for this, I will be using yellow-green from Emmo's figure paint range. It's one of the colors that I will be using for his camouflage later on the video. For the base, I have Hull Red from AK Interactive, which again covers perfectly with one coat. I will be painting his shirt under his armor, and for this I will be using Field Wrap from AK Interactive. Now I will be adapting one of the techniques that I'm using for my military scale models, clear parts such as visors or lighting. To do that, I firstly put shiny metallic color as undercoat. In this case, I'm using silver from Vallejo Game Color range. Once the metallic color dries, I apply clear orange from Tamiya Paints for the lenses of his glasses. For his backpack, I'm using base green from AK Interactive's AFB range. Its coverage with brush is as good as its coverage with airbrush. Now, let's complete the lenses. For the light on his helmet, I used clear red from Tamiya. For lights mounted on top of his backpack, I used clear yellow again from Tamiya. Not bad, right? Let's paint the belt with medium grain from AK Interactive figure range. Next, I'm putting down the base paint for the pants, and to do it, I will be using mid-gray from Emmo's figure paint range. It's a bit lighter than I expected, but as it will be covered with several camouflage layers, I don't think that matters much. Once again, I'm using medium green from AK Interactive figure range to paint the belt and pouches on his legs. Now I will be painting the armor parts on his lower legs, on his upper body, and his shoulders. Based on the color palette that I'm planning to use, I choose Eidolon Gray from 2 thin coats. Next step is the most fun part, painting the camouflage. I wanted to paint a multicam camouflage for his pants. The model is not that big, so it shouldn't be that difficult to create those random camo marks. I already have a ready paint set from Ammo, and I'm sticking with their color range. The color range consists of 6 colors: mid-gray that I have used for the base color, pure green that I will be using for the first green dots, which will be followed by yellow-green and then light brown. It followed by light sand and brown base. Last but not least, I went back with the base color to correct some mistakes. To be fully honest, the coverage of light paints were not so good for my liking, and I strongly believe that I can create a similar range with a mix of AK Interactive and Vallejo paints. Once I generate my own formula, I will put it on the comments. Okay, for his face mask, I wanted to create a dynamic and a bit fun paint scheme. Then I thought about Black Hawk helicopter crew's helmet artwork. So I tried to imitate a combination of those 2 styles that you are seeing at this moment. This should be a Navy SEAL or even a Delta Force operator, so he should have a more sophisticated handgun with silencer and optics. Considering his environment or surrounding and his overall camouflage, I wanted to adopt the color of his gun, and I gave a 3-color camo. Base color is Ochre Khaki from AK Interactive. Next, I put the first layer of camo with red-brown from AK Interactive. And finally, I applied dark olive green from AK Interactive with a piece of sponge. As we are approaching to the end, I started the edge highlighting and I began with the backpack. For this, I use a mix of base green and ice yellow from AK Interactive. My go-to brush is a synthetic size 0. A steady hand and angle brush positioning helps dearly. However, it's not end of the world if you make any mistakes. Go back and cover it with a thin base coat. I have the same approach to edge highlight the belts. I have the base color of medium green, which will be mixed with ice yellow. I'm not mixing the base color with white because I don't want to lose the saturation on the green mix. Now the edge highlight of armor parts. The mix is Eidolon Gray from Two Thin Coats and Ice Yellow from AK Interactive. For the shirt, I used Zandri Dust from Citadel, and once it's dried, I wash the whole shirt with Reichland Flesh Shade from Citadel shade range. Some small details left, but you are looking handsome, my friend. Okay, that's the part that I make the process difficult for me. I'm not really happy with how the Citadel's contrast paints turn out for the green skin, so I wanted to redo it properly. For this, I will be using 3 paints. Heavy Black Green from Vallejo Game Color, Sick Green from Vallejo Game Color, and Olive Green from Vallejo Model Color. I use those colors separately, but in the same time I use their mix to better sell the color transition on the skin, and overall I think it went well. And here he is. I really had a fun time by combining my miniature painting with my military model painting techniques. I still have 9 of his team members left to paint, but for next week's video, I'm planning to paint a mini that is close to my heart. So stay tuned if you wanted to watch that too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. We would also appreciate to receive your comments about the build, about the channel, or what you'd like to see next. We are posting weekly videos, so if you want to see more painting projects, join us next week. Thanks again for watching, and see you on the next video.